Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today's video will be a book unhaul. I know I did this literally not too long ago, but I went through my bookshelves again and I took out 40 books. I just really needed to fully clean and reorganize things, and I made like a shelf and a half full of space, which is amazing because I literally was at the last shelf and I had like no more room for new books. I probably have another 40 that I could part with, but I'm kind of reaching to the end where it's gonna be really hard for me to get rid of some. So even some of these I had kind of a hard time parting ways with, even though I didn't love a lot of these books. I think I've just had them for so long that it is hard to part with some of these. I'm pretty sure all the books that I'm getting rid of today are books I have read, and like I said, I didn't really love them enough to keep them. Some of them I have rated 4 or 5 stars, but I am not going to reread them because I have a couple like YA contemporaries, and honestly, I don't think I'm ever going to reread those, so I might as well part with those. I also kind of wanted to clean my shelves up a little bit because I am planning on doing a bookshelf tour, an updated one. I haven't done one in maybe almost 5 years, so I definitely need to do an updated bookshelf tour. I am hoping to do one sometime this summer. I don't know exactly when, but the goal is either June, July, or August. So I do have 40 books that I'm going to unhaul today. I am planning to give some of these books to family or friends. I am thinking about selling some books on Depop, but I don't know if I should. I just feel like it's so much work, and I'd probably be only making like a couple bucks per book, which I guess in the long run is worth it considering I have like 40 books. I could make, maybe $100 with everything, but I feel like it'd probably be more expensive to ship books than anything. So I don't know. I have to think about that. Let me know if you guys use Depop. Anyways, let's get on to the unhaul. The first one I'm getting rid of is Funny You Should Ask by Alyssa Sussman. I just didn't really enjoy this book. I had very high hopes for it, and I did not really like it. I think I gave it like 2 stars. The Bourbon Thief by Tiffany Reese. I actually do remember really enjoying this, but I don't love it enough to keep it, and I am not interested in rereading it. So I'm going to part with this. I also think I don't really want to read any more books by this author. I'm just like not really interested. This one I considered keeping because there is the off chance that I will reread a book that I once did not like, and I will reread it and like it, and that is Rune and Rule by Pepper Winters. The thought did cross my mind to reread this and see if I would like it now, but I just don't think I should do that. I don't think I should waste my time because I don't know if I will really like this, because I have had some mixed feelings about Pepper Winters. Most of her books I have not enjoyed, so I don't think I should try to reread this. I think I maybe gave this 2 or 3 stars. I don't fully remember, but this is a dark motorcycle romance. I'm gonna get rid of Falling Into Place by Amy Zhang. This I actually gave like 5 out of 5 stars. I looked at my Goodreads review because I wanted to see if I loved this book, and I did. I don't think I enjoy young adult contemporary unless it's like a cute little rom-com. Anything serious or heavy, I'd rather just read like adult contemporary versus YA. So I am never going to reread this, and there's no need for me to hold on to it. Same with The Summer of Chasing Mermaids by Sarah Auckler. I remember really enjoying this book and thinking it was very refreshing and unique for YA contemporary back in the day, but I don't need to keep this. I am sadly getting rid of some Lauren Oliver books, which I have had for years and years and years. I remember that I would buy all of Lauren Oliver's books. Like every time she had a new book coming out, I would buy it and I would read it. And some I liked, some I didn't like. These are the ones that I didn't fully love. So I am going to get rid of Rooms. This is, I think, one of her first like adult stories. This is a horror mystery book about ghosts, and I remember enjoying it in the moment, but I'm never going to reread this. I love the cover though. I think it is really fun. I'm also going to get rid of Replica and Vanishing Girls. I didn't really enjoy either of these. I might have given them like 4 stars, but at the end of the day, they were not memorable to me, and I would rather keep her like Delirium series and Panic because I enjoyed those, and these ones I just don't need to have anymore. I'm parting ways with All the Missing Girls by Megan Miranda. This I've only kept because the heroine is named Nicolette, and I never see that in books, and it's spelled exactly the way that I spell my name, but I don't remember anything about this book. I don't even know if I liked it or not, so I'm just gonna get rid of it, which makes me sad, but I don't need this. I'm getting rid of Just One Day by Gail Forman. Oh, I think the characters fall in love in just one day, like 24 hours. I don't remember anything about this, to be honest, so I'm just gonna pass it on to somebody else who might enjoy it. Ties That Tether by Jane Igaro I am gonna get rid of. This was just a very like basic, easy romance. There was nothing about it that really stood out to me. This is a surprise pregnancy romance, which is what initially swayed me to buy this, but I'm pretty sure I gave this like 3 stars, so I don't need it in my collection. Also, for a lot of these books, because they are quite old, I mean, some of the romance titles I'm getting rid of are something I've read within the last like 3 or 4 years, but a lot of the YA titles I've read like 5+ years ago. And I used to do this thing where I would like convince myself that I liked the book because I felt bad giving it a low rating or not enjoying it like other people did. I would often get like FOMO with young adult books. I no longer feel that way. Like I can strongly give a book 1 or 2 stars and not feel bad about it. And I often would like read an entire series even if I didn't like the first book back in the day. I don't do that anymore. Like I will not waste my time anymore. I have started DNFing books, which is amazing. So a lot of these I thought I liked back then, but I know that deep down I really didn't. Fury Born by Claire Legrand has to go. I did not enjoy this book. I think I maybe gave it 3 stars, which is generous. I didn't like the characters or the story itself. It just wasn't my type of book. This one I wanted to keep because of the cover, but I don't remember anything about this. And that is The Book Jumper by Mathilde Glaser. I feel like I'm saying that wrong and I'm so sorry. This is a beautiful, beautiful cover. Like I'm obsessed with this cover, but I do not need this book. Kind of same thing for Beautiful Broken Girls by Kim Savage. I love the cover. I think it's so pretty and I love the like ombre spine. I don't remember anything about this book other than I thought it was very different and weird, but not good. I also think that this has like a very, very low average rating on Goodreads. I'm gonna part ways with The X Talk by Rachel Lynn Solomon. I just didn't really enjoy this book. I think it was like a mediocre 3-star for me, and I have no interest in rereading this. This was also kind of like an age gap romance, I'm pretty sure, and they were both radio hosts and they like co-hosted a show together. I'm also getting rid of The Roommate by Rosie Danan. I did not enjoy this book. I think I might have given it 2 stars. I don't fully remember. I'm pretty sure that I also vlogged this one and The X Talk. I think I have a vlog for that. I don't remember what the heroine does, but the hero is a adult film star. Getting rid of The Coldest Girl in Cold Town by Holly Black. I think this was also like a 3-star read for me. I believe this was about vampires or zombies. I remember really enjoying Mind Games by Kirsten White, but I don't think I ever read the second book. It's been so long and I'm never going to reread this or read the second book, so I might as well just get rid of it. I'm parting ways with 2 Emery Lord books. I have The Names They Gave Us and The Start of Me and You. I don't really remember much about these and I don't want to reread YA Contemporary, so I'm going to get rid of these and hopefully they'll go to somebody who will enjoy them. I don't think I've ever seen anybody talk about these books, and that is The Cage and The Hunt by Megan Shepherd. I loved The Madman's Daughter, which is her other series, her first series, I think that she released. I loved that trilogy, and this was her new release at the time, and I never finished the 3rd book. Like I never bought the 3rd book. I never continued. I never cared enough to complete this trilogy. I'm pretty sure this was like a sci-fi dystopian type novel. Oh yeah, it's about aliens and the heroine is human and she was like kidnapped by these aliens, and I think she falls in love with her captor or something. I don't know why I kept these books for so long, considering I never finished the trilogy and I had no interest, so I'm happy I'm finally getting rid of these. But I loved the Madman's Daughter trilogy. That one was so good. So I'm getting rid of Every Last Word by Tamara Ireland Stone and Emmy and Oliver by Robin Benway. Again, I don't remember anything about the stories. I just remember really enjoying these books, and obviously I've kept them for a very long time, so I liked something about them, but it's time for me to just get rid of them. The Right Swipe by Alicia Rye, I am getting rid of. I did not enjoy this book. I am not a fan of dating app related romances. I just don't find them intriguing. This was kind of the case where I feel like I forced myself to like this book because everybody else did, and I didn't. So I'm gonna get rid of it finally. It's kind of crazy because a lot of these I've had since they came out. Like, these were new releases. I have An Ember in the Ashes by Sabaa Tahir, which I'm gonna get rid of. I remember not really understanding this book. I just felt like it went over my head back in the day. I definitely would understand it now if I reread it, but I have no interest in rereading it, and I never continued the series, so I am going to get rid of this. This next one I feel kind of sad getting rid of, but the series was never finished, so I don't really have a reason to hold on to these. And that is A Book of Spirits and Thieves and The Darkest Magic by Morgan Rhodes. I don't know what happened back in the day, but I guess maybe these books were not that successful because there was never a third book. The publisher decided not to publish a third book, which is very weird. I also remember not really enjoying these books as much as her Fallen Kingdom series, so I'm going to officially get rid of these. Ask the Passengers by A.S. King. I remember this book was so popular. This author was so popular and well loved, and I think I read this book and I didn't really get it. It's just kind of like those YA contemporaries that are like deep, and there's like a lot of metaphors, or you have to like read between the lines, and back then I just didn't really care or have the patience for it, and so I just don't think I really got anything from this book, and I have no interest in rereading this, so I'm going to pass it on to somebody who hopefully will love it. I'm Parting Ways with Me Before You and After You by Jojo Moyes. I remember really enjoying both of these books, but this is not a story that I feel compelled to ever reread. I feel like it is a story that you read once and you vaguely remember stuff about it, or you remember like the main part of the story, and there's just no reason to reread it, and I still haven't even seen the movie, so if I do want to revisit this story, I'll just watch the movie. I'm getting rid of the Burn for Burn trilogy by Jenny Han and Siobhan Vivian. I remember that I had to force myself to finish this trilogy. I did not like it. Why did I continue? I don't know. So the first book is Burn for Burn. The second book is Fire with Fire, and then the third book is Ashes to Ashes. I think this is kind of like Pretty Little Liars-esque. It's about three girls who, I guess, team up to get payback on this bully that hurt them all. And I think somebody ends up dead or something. I don't fully remember, but I did not like these books, and I read the entire trilogy for no reason. I literally wasted my time reading this trilogy, but yeah, it's time I finally get rid of them. I kept them for the longest time because I love Jenny Han, and I just wanted to keep a majority of her books, but I don't need these. I'm never going to reread them, and I'm sure there's somebody out there who will really enjoy this trilogy. I'm getting rid of Hidden Bodies by Carolyn Kepnes. This is the second book in the You series trilogy. I don't even know how many books are out. I've only read the first and second book. I'm getting rid of the second book because I didn't really love it. I enjoyed the first book a lot. I'm keeping the first book. I'm never going to reread the second book. I also stopped the show after the second season. I never continued watching this show, and I just don't need this book. I'm getting rid of Everything, and The Sun Is Also a Star by Nicola Yoon. They were just fine. I think they were like 4-star reads for me. Nothing that amazing. I believe these are also both 2 movies, which I have not seen. Beautiful, stunning covers. Like, I'm obsessed with these hardcovers. I think they're so pretty, and I love the spines. They looked gorgeous on my shelves, but I feel like somebody else could buy these and really, really love them. So I don't need these anymore. And then finally, I'm getting rid of 3 Passionflix books. These I bought specifically for my Passionflix videos for me to read and watch the adaptations and do all my videos, but I didn't love any of these, so there's no point in me holding on to them. So I'm gonna get rid of A Brother's Honor by Brenda Jackson. I don't plan on continuing this series either, and because Passionflix adaptations are so close to the book, if I do ever want to revisit this story, I can just rewatch the movies. So I'm gonna get rid of this one, and I'm gonna get rid of The Trouble with Mistletoe by Jill Shalvis. This one I also remember not really enjoying. I think it was like a 2 or 3 star movie and book. And then I'm also going to get rid of Afterburn and Aftershock by Sylvia Day. This one I wasn't really sure if I wanted to get rid of, to be honest, because I didn't love the movie or this book, but I do enjoy Sylvia Day. I didn't know if I should get rid of this or not, but I am going to get rid of it because I'm never going to reread this, like, let's be honest. And again, I could just rewatch the movie instead. So those were all 40 books that I'm getting rid of from my collection. Let me know if you've read any of these books and what you think about them, or let me know any books that you've gotten rid of recently. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to give it a like, subscribe, follow me on all my other social media, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.